NBA free agency is underway, and oh man, everything is going crazy. Already in day one of NBA free agency, we had a couple of major moves that I'm about to announce, I'm about to address. And first things first, man, let's kick it off with Klay Thompson, man. He's finally leaving the Golden State Warriors after over 10 years of excellent service, over 10 years of greatness, full reign, 4 championship reigns. Going down in history as one of the best shooters of his era, next to the best shooter of his era, Steph Curry, the Splash Bros, man. And think about it, we'll never say the Splash Bros ever again when Klay Thompson signed a 3-year, $50 million contract with the Dallas Mavericks, which I think is a really, really good fit for Dallas, because whenever you have a guy that can create space like Klay with his shooting, when you got drivers like Luka and Kyrie, 2 ball dominant guards, that's really good assist guys, especially Luka, man, that can really find Klay in the corner, top of the key, all over the 3-point area, man. It's kind of great to really, well, for him to spread the floor to open up those driving lanes for Luka, especially Kyrie, man. So that's really a good foot for the Dallas Mavericks. And also, Klay is still a good defender. People, even at 34, say he washed, man. Because Klay last season averaged 18 points, 2 assists, 3 boards. Just 38% from 3, which is still pretty decent. It's not, usually Klay averaged over 40 in his career, but 38 is pretty decent. He still averaged 18 points, which I think he has something to prove next season, especially with the Golden State situation that didn't end really fairly. It didn't end the way that you think that it should end. So I think Klay gonna have a lot to prove, and I think he's gonna have a really good season in Dallas. I think Dallas, they got to the finals last year and, got a chance to be really great contenders moving forward after the debacle in Boston. And Klay's still a good defender, man, and you have him, another wing player that can match up with other guards around the Western Conference. And of course, in the East, if they match up against the Boston Celtics again, you got him, PJ Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., all 3 of those guys are really good defenders. So it's actually, like I said, this is a really good sign by Dallas getting Klay Thompson, who can still shoot the lights out. And you got him, he don't have to touch the ball. He don't have to really have no bop game. He don't have to dribble, get to the rim. He can score out, no dribble really. So this is really good, and I think Klay has a lot to prove. So it's gonna be fun and interesting to watch that season of the Dallas Mavericks. But man, I think the signee so far the winner of free agency in day one is Philly, man. To me, first off, they signed Andre Drummond, man, who's a good backup center, who's still, I think, one of the best rebounders still in the league. He's only 30 years old. He can rebound, he can defend, good post defender, sort of, at times. And he can finish around the basket. So you got him, the backup Embiid, who has to stay healthy, man. It's hard to stay healthy, but he's a good insurance policy, man. Embiid is down. And even if the Embiid needs rest throughout the regular season, it's really good to really have Andre Drummond doing his thing. But the signing of all signings, Paul George. I was saying it for a minute. If Philly get Paul George, man, they're already contenders, but they over the top. He just puts them over the top. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't say over the top of Boston right now, but because Embiid can stay healthy, I think they can beat Boston. It's currently constructed with Tyrese Maxey, who's one of the best young point guards in the league, continue to flourish. They just locked them down for a big contract extension. Again, the signing of Drummond, when you got Paul George, who last year averaged 22, 5, and 3. In my opinion, he was the best player on the Clippers last season. He was coming from a similar situation, in LA, man. If Kawhi could stay healthy, you know what I mean? It's Kawhi and Paul George's team when they first got together some years ago. But unfortunately, they can't play together because it's hard for Kawhi to really stay on the floor. So But Paul really signed a $212 million contract with Philly in this 4 years, a 4-year max at 34. Then you can say, hey, he kind of signed a max at that age, which means by the time that contract ends, he's going to be 38 years old. But as of right now, Philly's in a win-now situation, and they got one of the best two-way players in the league still in Paul George, who's something they really need to really have that wing defender, which proves that you need that to win championships. They had a point guard in Maxey. They have a center in B. That was a missing link. Tobias Harris wasn't that good of a defender. He could shoot, he could score here and there, but it was really good. You basically kind of swap basically, because Tobias Harris signed it with the Detroit Pistons, the land of obscurity right now, one of the worst teams in basketball. And you look at Paul, man, he really come in and pick up the slack, and I think like they need him really to play that defense against the Jason Tatums and the Jalen Browns against the Eastern Conference, and even the best perimeter players around the East, and even if they make to the finals in the West. So this is a really good pickup, a good signing that really had to get done for Philly, man. I called it, and Sixers got it done. Sixers had the max contract, and in my opinion, I got them to win. I'm not saying they're gonna win it all. A lot of teams gotta make free agency moves, but they're really up there to me and trying to really have a chance to really get to the finals and really win it. As to me personally, I think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference. You know, I'm not gonna I gotta give the Boston Celtics their due, but they're the champs, so they're still the best team. But I think with a healthy Embiid, with Paul George and Maxey, man, that three-headed monster is sick, man. I think one of the best. They got a big three. And we have a big three in this day and age, and you got guys around them. Everybody perfectly fit and complement their roles. They have a chance to really do something special. And hey, bring a championship in Philly, first time since 83, 82, something like that with Dr. J. Wow. And man, it's plenty more free agency moves to come. And I'll be also right here to report it, right here on this channel. I am CartoonTaj. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys comment below and let me know what move so far is the biggest to you. Or what teams that you want, or what moves you want your team to make. Make sure to hit comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.